Alpha 3.10 brought with it the latest vehicle for Star Citizen, the Greycat ROC, helping to round out the options available to the miners in the verse. In this video, I'll be taking a look at what the vehicle is like to use, and whether we think it's worth it. So grab your towel and welcome to A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Verse.
Quantum travel initiated.
I will start off with two disclaimers. The first is that we will never suggest making additional pledges to Star Citizen beyond the base starter packages, as that's all you need to play any part of the game. For this reason, whether we recommend a vehicle or not is based on grinding to buy it in-game only. With that said, the value of the project is down to each individual, and to some the additional pledge is worth it, whilst to others it's not. Only you know what it's worth to you, so only you can make that choice. Second disclaimer is that I'm not a miner in Star Citizen, I'm a bounty hunter, as I don't enjoy mining gameplay for long periods. Interestingly enough, the same actually applies to Elite Dangerous too. With that out of the way, the Greycat ROC, or Remote Ore Collector. The ROC carves out a niche for itself in the mining profession, creating a bridge between handheld gem mining and the MISC Prospector. Small and surprisingly nimble, the handling of the ROC is great, with a relatively tight turning radius, excellent stability, I only rolled it over once, and a good speed, which will see you zipping across the barren landscapes of the Stanton Moons after the radar pings of riches. Now I need to address an annoyance here. The ROC's radar has no way of determining mineral deposits from gemstone deposits at a distance. As the ROC is only capable of mining the smaller gem deposits, this often results in a wild goose chase as you jump between radar pings to find the right sort of rock. It may be a quick little runabout, but this still takes a lot of time. Now of course this can be mitigated by loading the ROC into a ship and flying around until you find what you're looking for. But this then begs the question, why not just use a prospector? The idea behind the ROC is that it's a cheap step up from handheld mining. Whilst not purchasable in game just yet, it's reasonable to expect the purchase price to be around 50 to 70,000 credits, making it substantially cheaper than the eye-watering 2 million price tag of a prospector. But then you also need a ship to carry it. Now, the ROC is small, but it still requires a ship at least as big as a Freelancer or a Cutlass to carry. Sorry Titan owners. This adds at least 1.4 million credits to the price, which brings it dangerously close to the much more profitable Prospector. CIG thought of this of course. You can fly to a mining outpost, spawn the ROC there, and begin mining, with the long-term goal being able to remove the storage box from the back, load it into a smaller ship such as an Aurora, and then take it to be sold. The problem here is that you are thus restricted to an outpost, which is exasperated by the lack of an enclosed canopy, with most moons having harsh climates and unbreathable atmospheres, which limits the distance that you can travel from the safety of your ship or that outpost. All of this combined with the potentially long travel times between resources means that the profit per hour quickly plummets below other professions, including handheld mining. This is worsened still by the lack of shields, armour or weapons to defend yourself, making you easily found prey for pirates looking for a quick score, unless you can find a cave in which to hide. So is there a place for the ROC? There are maybe a couple of use cases. The first is that you already own a Cutlass or larger and you want to get into the mining game for cheap. Another is for small groups or orgs. Let's say that I've got a Cutlass and a couple of friends with ROCs. I can fly them around, drop them off at resources to gather whilst providing defense against potential attacks. This could actually be quite fun, especially if you have players with different goals within the game as it utilises multiple professions. To wrap it up then, we give the ROC 3.5 out of 10. And for most people, we wouldn't recommend it. If you fall into one of the two scenarios I just said, then maybe. But if you don't already own a ship with which to carry the ROC, our advice is to simply grind that extra 500k and get a prospector. And that's all on that. Let us know your thoughts on the ROC down below. This is the first time we've tried a ship review, and we approached it much as we do our video game reviews, so let us know your thoughts on this format, and if there are any other ships you want us to take a look at. And with that, we thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you all next time.